Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Nay, or you can call me Blaze. I'm sorry, I have Comex and lipstick on the side of my lips. My lips get dry. You can call me Nay, or you can call me Blaze. I ask the Lord blesses my tongue as I talk to you guys today. All right, now you guys, you remember me saying on one of my old previous videos that I was trying to set up a box so that way you guys will know the ones are from the Lord and with me and the different ones of me just talking to you all. Well, I tried to create a little playlist for you guys and end up deleting all my videos, so I have to start all over. Now this time doing it, I'm taking out the ones that includes the people I know because there were special warnings for them only and not for everybody else. And I didn't know that going into prophesying. So with that being said, I'm going to start here. And this one was from 2016 to 2017. I'm not sure of the year, it was of the month or the date or anything like that, but it was between 2016, the end of 2016 to the end of 2017. So I'm going to start here. Some of the things you already heard, so you've already expected. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. It says, I'm in a boat with water all around me. It looks as if the world is flooded. I see tops of buildings, and water is almost to the very, very, very tip top of the buildings. I don't see any people besides me and my two children. So I'm reaching over the side of the boat, holding on to my son in my left hand and my daughter in my right hand to keep from drowning in the water. I feel that I feel like I need to make a choice, even though I don't want to, and I know it breaks my heart to do so. I know that it has to be done. I let my daughter's hand go, who's in my right hand, and I watch as she sinks to the bottom of the water. I have to watch. I don't know why, but I have to watch. It's important that I watch. She looks up. She looks up, watching me as she sinks down to the bottom, and I watch until I can't see her any longer. I didn't pull my son up on the boat at this time. I just hold him up from going under the water. I look into the water again, and I look into the water again to see if I could see my daughter or where she was, but I don't see her. Okay, that's the end of that. So this one, God was saying that he had to make a choice. A choice has to be made, and he didn't want to make a choice because it breaks his heart to do so. So on the right hand was salvation, and the left hand was judgment and tribulation. I let my daughter go, and who was in my left hand? Let's see, is she in my left? No. I let my daughter go, who was in my right hand. My daughter was in my right, so I let her go, who was in my right hand. I let go of salvation, and I held on to judgment and tribulation. So at that time, the Lord was saying, hey, look, this is what's coming. Even though it breaks my heart to do so, even though I have to make a choice and I have to choose salvation for you all or judgment and tribulation, he chose judgment and tribulation. And he put me in his shoes so that way I could see and feel what he felt. That's why I said a choice had to be made. And I kept feeling like a choice had to be made because God was saying, hey, I don't want to make this choice, but I have to. So I let go of salvation and I hold on to judgment and tribulation. So that's what that one was saying. But you guys, I'm so sorry that I have to redo these videos over again. But trying to create that box, that playlist that said for the Lord or from the Lord, it deleted all my videos. I didn't know that once you put them in a playlist, you could not go back and delete them individually, that they had to stay there. So now I know. So I'm sorry, but I'm going through these, and anything that has to do with anybody else, I'll let you know. I'm sorry, there's one before this one. I didn't choose to put that one up, but this is basically what it was. And I'm going to add these two on this video. Also between 2000 and 2016 and 2017, I'm standing outside with one of my friends, and we look up in the sky, see three men talking to one another. I wonder if anyone else could see them too. So I asked my friend if he could see them. He said that's, and I'm not sure who he said they were. I can't remember. I don't remember the names, but I do know that the three men were important. So I asked him how he knew, and the men in the sky seemed surprised that I could see them and hear them. So I look at the other people who were outside also to see if they were paying any attention, and I look back at my friend and he was gone. So if you read your Bible, it'll say two will be there and one will be gone. That's that part, okay? Now I'm in the house and I'm telling my mom, my sisters, my family about the man in the sky, and they don't believe me. And I tell them to come and see. In your Bible, it talks about non-believers. Okay. Now, now we're outside. Now we're outside. The sun is gone. It's dark outside, and the three men are no longer in the sky. They're gone. I tell my family that the three men were there at first. It's dark, and now it's dark and it's cold. I look in the sky and it starts to rain. I watch the rain as it hits the ground, and it's not rain at all, but it's ice in form of stars and moons. So I pick some up in my hands and I look in my hand to see the stars and the moons that were made of ice. I hold them in my hand. They begin to melt. Now I hold them in my hand. I'm holding them in my hand. They begin to melt. Um, you guys, I'm pretty sure you already seen it on the internet, so I'm not gonna say nothing about that. Okay. So I hold them in. Basically, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. Okay, you guys, basically in the Bible it talks about the fallen stars. Okay, hold them in my hand, the stars and the moons, the fallen stars, and the ice that's melting. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but Antarctica is in fact melting. So, all right. So now I'm holding some. Now I'm holding something in my hand, and I'm holding some papers, and they start to blow away out of my hand. I want to see what's written in them. I want to see what's written in them, and I'm trying to see what's written in them, but I can't see. There's some papers on the ground, and I'm trying to focus in on what's written. I can't see it, but I notice they're important. They're very important. Now, that part is saying what's written. What's written, what's already written. The Bible, you guys. What's written in the Bible. What's written in the Bible. Read what's written in the Bible. At that point in time, I couldn't see it. I wasn't reading like I was supposed to. Or doing what I was supposed to. Okay. Now we're back inside the house. My mom and I are disagreeing. She wants me to send my kids to school and I don't want to. I give in to her after a while and I say something to her as if something happens, it's your fault. So I tell my kids to go and wait for the bus. They leave and I go outside after them, but they're gone. They're nowhere to be found. They're gone. I don't know where they are. This one basically is saying that the children will be, um, I'm trying to remember. In the rapture, the children are gonna be gone. Where it says they'll be gone, they were there, then they're gone, like that. So those are the first two, and I'm trying not to put people I know in here or anything like that because I don't want you guys to know their business. Those were actual warnings for them. Like in that one where I was talking about my friend, basically the guy was telling me, hey, he can see, his eyes are open, and now it's 2018 and now I realize this. So because after I talked to him, we had a conversation a while back, and now I know, he can see, his eyes are open, and he sees things, feels things, and understands things as well. So now I know that, But I love you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and this one head to the next two, and I'll get back with you.